Hi everyone, welcome to iCanHazDraw. This is Sherry, and in this lesson I'm going to show you how to draw a cute Easter basket. So to begin with, you're going to draw a long arch for the handle of the Easter basket. And at the bottom of that arch, you're going to draw this oval shape. That's going to be the opening of the basket. And then you're going to draw the actual basket shape itself. It kind of looks like a wide brimmed cup. And I'm going to make the handle on this Easter basket kind of wide. Next, I'm going to add a bow, really nice big bow, to the top of the handle of the basket. It's just really simple shapes, one at a time. Now, I know my gesture drawings here are kind of messy. It's very sketchy and loose, so I'm going to erase a little bit of that so you guys can see more clearly as the drawing progresses. So now I'm going to fill in the handle of the Easter basket. And then I'm going to draw in here the lip of the basket. So it's basically like drawing some parallel curves around the ones that were first drawn. And I'm going to make the bottom of it look a little bit bigger. And I'm going to go ahead and just add some grass and eggs to the inside of the basket. And all I'm doing is I'm just drawing a few overlapping oval shapes for the eggs. And then I'm just doing some little scribbly jagged lines around that to look like grass hanging out over the lip of the basket and above the eggs. So now I'm going to draw these little diagonal lines across the brim of the basket. It looks kind of like a braid. Sometimes you see that on baskets. And I'm going to do the same little trick here on the handle as well. Now, starting off with vertical lines, next you're going to want to go and make them look round, and I'm going to show you how to do that here. You're just going to go back and you're going to make like a little bump or a little mini arch. And there, it looks like it's this beautiful braided wicker for this basket. And this is a really cute little trick because it's deceptively simple, but it looks very real. You know, it looks dimensional. It looks like you just grab it because it's you know, it's got that nice little roundedness to it. Very cool and super quick and easy to pull off. The nice thing about this too is it doesn't require large wrist strokes, so you get a little bit more control in that smaller space. So if you feel kind of less comfortable with really large spaces, you know, trying to control your wrist with that, you're probably going to have an easier time drawing that. And then I'm going to go and draw in a little base for the basket. Just a little something to keep it sturdy. And now I'm going to draw the weave. Now I'm going to start off with these curved horizontal and vertical lines. And I want the gaps in the middle to look a little bit wider than the ones towards the edge. You can see here I'm adding more vertical lines towards the edge. This is going to help make it look more three-dimensional. And now I'm going to go in and work on the bow, add some creases, and that little hole up top, that little opening there. And remember, the bow is fabric, so while you're drawing fabric, just imagine when a bow is, you know, pulling on the fabric, it's creasing it. That's what those extra lines are there for. It's tension being pulled on the fabric. Okay, looks really nice. Go ahead and pull your permanent ink pen or marker and start tracing. So you're going to start from one point and go to the next point and pull. And remember to just relax and breathe. Make sure you're comfortable so that way your wrist flows more smoothly and your lines will look less jagged. You'll have more control over your wrist and your drawing will look really nice and clean. Your lines will look really nice. So even if you don't get it perfect, even if the drawing, you know, may not look as symmetrical, your lines will look really, really nice. And that's pretty important when you're trying to get a smooth looking drawing. And again, like I was mentioning earlier, if you're not quite so comfortable with really large areas to draw, but you like smaller, more detailed spaces, then you'll probably enjoy this particular drawing because you've got a much more controlled space here. It's a lot smaller. Now I'm just going over these little jagged bits of grass here, and some of it I'm allowing myself a bit more freedom to be random with, like the grass, because it's organic, it can be more random. And this braided part of the wicker is looking really nice. I'm very pleased with it. Okay, so now I'm going to do something here. Instead of using my pencil to go back over it, I'm just going straight to the ink pen. If you want to do this with your pencil and then go back later with an ink pen, that's fine. But basically, what I'm going to be doing is creating more of these little bumps. Now, I'm not going to trace all of these lines that are crisscrossing each other, this weave. It's going to look really busy, and you may notice it looks kind of flat. So I'm using the power of suggestion here by creating all these little curved lines. They go along with the intersecting lines here, but I'm not letting those little corners touch. If you see where the horizontal lines and the vertical lines are touching here, well, with my ink pen, I'm not doing that. I'm just curving a little bit, kind of like how I did with the braid. And it may be kind of hard to see right now, but when I erase it, you'll see what it looks like. And then it'll probably make more sense. So that way when you're ready to draw it, you can be like, oh, okay, that's what I do. Okay. Time for the big reveal. So as you can see, now I'm erasing those vertical lines, and you can see it really looks like you could just touch it. It looks bumpy. It doesn't look flat anymore around the bottom of the basket. So that's the kind of look that I try to go for. Now if you still want to keep that smooth looking line there for your basket, that's perfectly fine. You could also do another version where it's diagonal lines crisscrossing. That's fine too. But you know, this is how, if you want to make it more dimensional, this is what you would do. So there you go, a beautiful Easter basket for a lovely Easter day. If you guys like this particular lesson, or if you don't like it, you know, tell me what you think about my video here in the comment section. Please check out the other videos on my channel, and of course, like if you like it, and share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember, you can has draw.